All right, welcome to another IELTS speaking practice video. So today, today is the 6th of March, and Mr. Trill, your exam is on
The 30th March,
the 24th, right?
the end of March.
The 30th, I say the 30th.
Yeah.
So, yes. So you have this one, and then one,
Next 3 weeks.
two. Okay, so basically 7 lessons. And then you have your exam on a Sunday.
Um,
So, Jill, will you continue to study with us after your exam?
yes,
You will, right?
I
Promise?
will. Uh,
Promise?
yeah. Firstly, I want to get the band 6.5. However, if I follow the master degree,
You have to
I,
get more
I
than
need,
that.
I need to have an advanced English. So I need
No, you need to have really good English. I would
yeah,
advise band
to
7.
improve my skills, especially in writing essays.
hmm So you need at least a band 7, I think. If you
Yeah,
want to study like, smoothly, no problem. The problem is you need a very long time to study for that. Mr. Do you remember how long it took you to study with me? It's already 1.5 years, I think.
I remember there's mm, mm, May uh, 2024.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly. I think it was like you have studied with me for like, I think, 1.5 years already. Thì nhớ rõ ràng luôn mà em học từ cái hồi mà bắt đầu của cái bắt đầu của cái cuốn vocab V1 G1 luôn á. Đến bây giờ ít nhất là 5 rưỡi rồi đó. So it's been 1.5 years,
yeah.
I'm sure. And now you can see that your writing is really good. And your speaking has improved a lot too. So just to let Drill knows that please, after your exam, you need to study real hard, continue this one.
yeah.
Okay, so let's start our speaking practice today. Let's do 98. It's about PC and laptops. So personal computers, we call them PC and laptops. So, Drew, please, do you have a personal computer or a laptop?
I have a laptop to use for my personal tasks and of course to serve my company's work
Mm-hmm.
when I'm at home.
I see.
Sometimes, yes, sometimes I bring it to my company uh, because if I have some tasks that I have to work as a meeting room, so
Mm,
laptop is more convenient than desktop, of course.
I agree. So, Trill, do you have a PC or a laptop?
Uh, as an officer, I
So you are an human resources
yeah,
officer,
w-
right?
yeah, working in office, so laptop is a necessary item I need to have. Um, I bought a laptop and used for several years up to now.
Mm. I see. And did it cost you a lot of money, Trill?
Uh, just for office purpose. I don't use my laptop for playing game or watch movies or download some heavy files.
Heavy
Um,
foils, you mean?
yeah, files. I just buy a normal one, so it's a not much.
I see, I see. So, Drew, have you ever had to repair your laptop or PC?
Yes, I used to repair my PC or my laptop. I remember at that time when I used about 50 minutes, it's
Mhm.
become
It heats up,
it's
right?
become dark. Yes, it's
Oh, it
become
heats
dark
up,
and
nó nóng lên dữ dội. So it
and
heats up
didn't
and it gets dark. You mean the screen gets dark? You mean,
the screen gets dark.
oh, that's really bad,
Yes, so I had to bring it to repair to services. I
Um,
remember that. So at so I at the time I had to pay about uh some uh uh 500 Việt Nam đồng,
a
500,000 Việt
thousand
Nam đồng.
Vietnam, I see.
Yes. So when people use laptop, it costs a lot of money for repair.
Of course it does. And life is expensive these days, especially in the city, I think. So, Mr. Trill, what kind of have you faced while using your PC or laptop?
Mm, When using this laptop, I have been problem,
I have suffered from.
suffer from some problem. Uh, Recently, my laptop could not be restarted. I tried to log in and log out the battery. However,
You mean you try to remove the battery and plug it in again,
yeah,
right?
um, however, it's still shut down. So I brought it to the store to fix, and the reason was it was outdated.
Oh, out of date? Does
Yeah.
laptop go out of date? Really?
The battery is
So
outdated.
there's a date. There's an expire
Yeah.
date on the battery,
Yes.
an expire date,
Yeah.
expire date, I think. It's expiry dates. So basically the battery expired already. You mean,
Yeah.
I see. I've never know about that, I've never known. That battery can expire.
I have been using for years, and
Oh,
I think the battery could not use any longer.
it just died.
Yes.
I
Mm,
see, I
Finally, I
see.
have to replace a new one.
Expensive. Anyway, so Drew, what kind of have you faced while using your PC or laptop? Like beside
Or
from what you just said.
I think there's many issues that uh, people can face while using PC or laptop
Hmm.
because it is an electronic device.
Mhm.
So it can be broken or, do- or don't work. So I remember that I used to I I used to have to deal with the
What
slow.
do you have to do? Okay, it slows down. Your laptop slows down after a while. So it just slows down. It's the same, I think, for a laptop, iPad, or your phone. It's the same thing, I think. So
Yes, and
yeah.
yes, and I could not open any um
Any
s-
programs, you mean?
any programs such as Microsoft. Uh, Anytime when I open the screen, it
Mhm.
doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Yes. So I had to wait for a long times for the programs works.
To work.
So so as I had to go for a upgrade my
Upgrade.
laptop.
I see. Talking about upgrade, so how often do you have to upgrade your PC or laptop, Mr. Trill? Like
Uh,
upgrading here means like you just buy a new, like, how can I say, buy a new RAM. You
yeah.
know, RAM is read what's it called?
Um,
Read
Normally I
something
just
memory, I think.
yeah,
RAM, buy a new RAM to upgrade.
yeah. Normally I face problem in the software upgrade. Um,
Like
I
software.
yeah. Um, I
Laptop.
used the softwares for 1 or 2 years, and
Mhm.
then it will be expired.
It will
So
expire and then you have to
yeah,
upgrade.
and I had to buy the new ones for license for using license.
You know what? They used to let you just buy it once and you can use it for life. But
Yeah,
now they ask you to pay yearly, you know.
yeah,
That is what I called, there's a greediness of the big corporations. Cái sự tham lam của những tập đoàn lớn. Of
yeah,
course, they're very greedy. They ask you to pay monthly or ask you to pay yearly now.
yeah. Mm, Besides the storage, sometimes it's not enough for the data, and they ask me to buy for more empty
More
space.
storage. They ask you to buy more storage.
Yeah, more storage.
You see. So how about you, Mr. How often do you upgrade your PC or laptop?
To be honest, I
Hmm.
didn't upgrade my laptops frequently. Um, I when I think that I have to upgrade is because when I use it, feel that it's not work smoothly, and
Sorry,
if
it's
it
not what?
has it it didn't work smoothly,
Hmm.
and if I had any problems, I think I will go to repair shop for being for its repaired. And if they require to upgrade, I will. But I'm not proactively upgrade it.
Okay. I see. So, Mr. What do you mainly use your PC or laptop for? Like, is it for working or for entertainment or for anything else?
Yes, I know. I know that laptop or PC can be used for various for various, for various purpose. Um, I remember that the time when I bought my first laptop, I used it for to serve my university study, and that's what the original purpose.
Hmm.
But yes, and now I mainly use it for work, and I love bringing bringing it to my company. Be- Besides my desktop, at that I can use my laptop when I have to go out for work, or I have to have meeting at others department. I think it's very is convenient.
Okay. And so, Mr. True, do you prefer using a laptop or a desktop PC and why? Which one do you like it better?
Yeah, for me, I like to use laptop, um, because I'm with a laptop, I can use anywhere, um, on at the coffee shop or at home or when I go out. The laptop is easy to take away. Um, Laptop can is very smart and light that I can bring together with me, even when I'm in business trip or when I have a vacation. Um, for PC, it's very heavy uh, uh, and and very big, so you cannot bring to anywhere. In For PC, you need to stay at home with a plug, electric shock.
Electric shock. Bị giật điện
Nhưng
hả?
phải có ổ cắm điện anh mới xài được.
Oh, you need so you need a separate electric sockets.
Yeah,
Electric socket nó là cái ổ cắm điện, nhưng
yeah,
mà các em muốn nói đến là cái extension cord. Extension cord nó chính là cái dây điện để mà em cái tháo em kéo ra từ cái ổ điện á.
yeah.
That's the extension cord. You need an extension cord. I
Mm.
see. So what else do you think about it, Drill?
Um, for laptop, I see using mainly for uh, a meeting. You can show the document, or you can have a video call with your partner quickly and easy. Um, Meanwhile, using PC, you cannot do that. Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. So, Mr. Trúc, okay. So, when was the first time you used a computer? Do you remember when you were younger? When was the first time you used a computer? For my case, I think it was when I was 6 years old, and my school actually introduced us to computers quite early, I think. We had like a computer room. Back then computer was very big, they make noise, and then the computer room they smell like of metal. Cái phòng máy vi tính á, thường là nó có cái mùi mà của kim loại á, phòng lạnh á, kim loại á. Okay, so when was the last time? When was the first time you used a computer, Mr. Do you remember?
I remember that when I was seventh grade in the secondary school, I used to. It was the first time when I had the chance for accessing computer. I mean desktop, because at that time laptops were not uh, popular, at, and using desktop for computer class is one for computer subjects is one of my compulsory subjects at that time. I was very excited when the first time I do it, because computers was not, even desktop were not popular in Vietnam at that time, and we just did some tasks with it to get familiar
To get familiar with.
to get familiar with some programs, simple programs,
Mhm.
like learned how to typing,
Learning
and
right.
how to how to type, and do some simple match by a
You
computer.
mean math, you mean?
Match,
I see. Làm toán hả? You do some simple math, you mean?
yes, like use
Ah,
Excels
Word and
for
Excel, Microsoft Excel and Word. I see.
yes, for simple math formula.
I see. So, Mr. Trill, what would your life be without computers? Can you imagine that? Can you just work on your phone?
Yeah. Mm, Computer is very popular nowadays. Without it, I cannot work well, and my daily activities is also affected. Mm, every day I use computer to check email and to work with my task. Um, if there isn't any computers, everything will be stopped. Mm, I cannot communicate with my partners or the
You
online
mean work
meetings
partners? You mean work partners?
with my partners in working. I
Mm,
cannot communicate with my partners
I see, I see.
or
Okay, so what do you mean with that? Like you cannot communicate with your partners, you cannot do
we have
work
online
calculation.
meetings or we cannot we have sent the document.
Aha, we have to send documents and using emails, and you have to
Yeah,
work on big files.
yeah,
And big files, you cannot really do that without computer, would
yeah.
you?
Besides in studying,
Oh,
if
of course,
if
studying online, of course.
yeah, study online, mm, the computer support us a lot
Mm,
in online learning.
exactly, exactly. Like this is what you're doing right now. So, in what conditions would you use the computers? Like, and what conditions would it be difficult for you to use a computer? Like this one is a weird question, right? Like ở tình trạng nào bạn sẽ sử dụng máy tính và tình trạng nào bạn sẽ khó cho mình để sử dụng máy tính? Like for example, would you be using your computer if your eyes are not very good? For example, mắt em không tốt chẳng hạn đi. You know, a lot of people they complain that if they look at the screen, they have teary eyes. They have teary eyes. You know, tear is basically lệ hay là gọi là nước mắt. They have teary eyes,
Yeah.
so crying or likely to cry, sad or likely to make people cry, teary movie, teary eyes, I think. Their eyes start to they start to have teary eyes where if they stare at the screen, if they stare nhìn chằm chằm at the screen, nhìn chằm chằm vào màn hình for a
Yeah.
long time, and they have start to have teary eyes. Some people they complain about that a lot. And also you would not use a computer if let's say I think normally it's all about teary eyes, about you feel tired. I'm not so sure if there are any other problems. Maybe, for example, some people they have it's called carpal tunnel, hội chứng ống cổ tay. You know that one, right? Carpal tunnel is when you use your mouse for a long time at the same position. You use your mouse uh, in a constant position for an extended amount of time. Mình sử dụng cái con chuột á, một cái trạng thái mà đứng yên một chỗ như nè, đứng yên một chỗ như trong một khoảng thời gian lâu dài. Of course, it's gonna lead to a lot of fatigue. 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 It means extreme tiredness. Rất mệt mỏi, sự kiệt quệ, kiệt sức á. And also a lot of pain too. That's called carpal tunnel. And a lot of people can have carpal tunnel, I think. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Hội chứng ống cổ tay. It actually happens to a lot of people if they have to work and be on the same position for many hours. Bệnh nghề nghiệp á, một trong bệnh nghề nghiệp á. It's one of the occupational diseases. occupational diseases. Nó gọi là bệnh nghề nghiệp. Okay. So, Ms. Rook, in what conditions would you use computer, and which one would be difficult for you to use a computer?
I, I think that I use when people use a computer for first they have to be feel they have to feel comfortable and
Yes.
and the their objective conditions uh, need to be work such as a stable power supplies that, your computer requires good uh, state of battery,
Mhm.
for example, good internet connection
Mhm. Yes, very good. You
because
talk about internet connection. Very good. If there's no Wi-Fi, you would not be using your computer.
Mm.
yes,
Mhm.
high speed and stable network for online tasks is necessary
Mhm.
because nowadays, uh, I think most of the people need to work online. So
Okay.
if the internet connections is not good or even worse, is really bad and unstable, it's
Mhm.
exactly terrible.
When there's an internet problem, almost like nobody would want to use a computer. Even though computer, you can work offline. A lot of the time you can work offline, but you can only work on the files in your computer. But most of the time you have to work online. Like for example, if we work on, let's say, a file that is already in your laptop or your computer, then it's easy. But if you have to work on Google Doc, for example, it requires you to be online, of course. It will be difficult. So what do you think, Mr. Trio? In what condition would you use a computer, and what condition would it be difficult for you to use a
Yeah.
computer?
Mm, I will use a computer when I have enough space for setting up that device at home. Mm, if my room is so smart, I just can use the laptop. Mm,
Why? Your room is too small, you mean? Phòng
yes,
quá nhỏ, không xài laptop
I
được
think
hả?
so.
What?
Uh,
I've never
yeah,
heard about it.
you need to, if you use a computer, you need to have a
Ah,
table for
you
the
have
screen,
what?
a table.
Ah, you have to have a table. Okay, you are talking about a PC, I see.
Uh, so there are some games or some software you can only use on computer. Laptop cannot install mm, because they are too heavy,
Hmm.
like Photoshop or
Wait, you can use laptop for Photoshop? Of course you can.
but the quality or I think laptop is a little slower than
Ah, it's
computer.
slower than a
Yeah,
PC, I see. You know what? Because you didn't spend enough money on your PC, on your laptop, that's why.
yeah. And
If you spend more money on your laptop, so sure, it would work very good?
mm, great. Another reason is when you are lazy
Hmm.
to bring something heavy or you want to go out and work outside.
Hmm.
Um, computer is not suitable for you.
Of course not. Right. So I see. Okay, let's move on to another topic. This topic has been interesting, isn't it? Okay, so Let's try 63. Describe an interesting experience you have had. Miêu tả một trải nghiệm thú vị mà bạn đã từng có. 63. You should say what it was, when it happened, why it was interesting, and explain how you felt about it. And then part 3 is about interesting experiences, of course. Do you think that people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? Why not? Just remember one thing when you do this one. Experience không đếm được. It means kinh nghiệm. But experience đếm được. It means trải nghiệm. Okay. So do you think that people need to have more interesting experiences in their life? Why not? Anh chỉ có nghĩ rằng con người ta cần có nhiều trải nghiệm thú vị hơn trong cuộc đời họ không? Tại sao không? So think about this question is a bit philosophical, you know. Philosophical. Nó hơi bị mang tính triết lý, mang tính triết học, triết lý. It's about life, you know. Is life worth living? Cuộc đời có đáng sống không? Is life worth living? If without interesting experiences and joy and you know, niềm vui, without joy, without interesting experiences, something that bring you out of your comfort zone, bring you out of your comfort zone, đưa mình ra khỏi vùng an toàn. Something like that. You should give examples about it, you know. And why should we have more interesting experiences? Why should we not? Because some experiences can be interesting, but it can be bad for you. You have to understand that. Một số trải nghiệm nó có thể nó thú vị nhưng mà nó không hề tốt cho mình. Like for example, some students, they want to try smoking weed, for example. Một số học sinh muốn thử hút cỏ Mỹ chẳng hạn. Hút cần sa. Đó là một interesting experience nhưng nó không hề tốt cho cuộc sống của họ. You know, you know. So just to give an example, not all experiences which are interesting can be good for you, you know. You should expand this question. Now, what can be the benefits of having different experiences? Chuyện có nhiều trải nghiệm khác nhau, có thể có những lợi ích gì không? Think about what you can learn from those experiences. To grow, you can grow on different experiences to become more mature, to become more mature, cho nên trưởng thành hơn. Can you and to be able to help other people? Can you do that, for example, you know? Think about that. However, I think this question is only about benefits. You should not talk about bad thing about having different experiences, you know. Có một số cái trải nghiệm khác biệt nhưng mà nó lại không hề tốt. Ví dụ một số bạn đi du học về, không phải bạn nào cũng thành công đâu. Like, for example, traveling abroad to study is a different experience. Yes, very different. But not everyone succeed, you know. Not everyone succeed. Not everyone succeed. Không phải ai cũng thành công. Not everyone succeed. And do you think that everybody should travel abroad? Why not? Bạn có nghĩ mọi người đều nên đi nước ngoài không? Why not? Okay, you can talk about what you can learn from that. Can it be a life-changing experience? Trải nghiệm người ta là gì? What's their experiences? They go abroad, study abroad, and enjoy life there. But my experience, tôi đi Campuchia, you know. Not going to travel abroad. Go to Cambodia is also traveling abroad, but it could be very bad, you know. Một đống vụ người đi qua Campuchia, you know. So it depends on what they do abroad, I think. It could be a very bad experience abroad, or it could be a good one. It depends on what you do, I think. And also think about what kind of people should travel abroad. Những loại người nào nên đi nước ngoài chẳng hạn. If they are open-minded, họ có mở mang đầu óc hay không, tức là họ có suy nghĩ thoáng hay không, or if they have a desire to succeed, họ có cái mong mỏi là muốn thành công hay không, họ có nó gọi là có chí tiến thủ á, có chí phấn đấu hay không. If they have a desire to succeed or not. If they do not have a desire to succeed and they go travel abroad, it's not going to be good. You know, it's just going to be a time and money waster. Nó chỉ có thể là một cái sự phí phạm tiền và thời gian thôi. Nếu mình không có tí chiến thủ thì nước ngoài thực sự là nó rất tốn tiền và thời gian. So it depends on what kind of people, I think, and what you do abroad. You should expand this one. All right, some time to think. All right, you first, Miss Stroke, please. Describe an interesting experience you have had. Can you? Your microphone's on, please. Okay, let's start now. Okay.
I believe that interesting experiences are truly memorable because they have sharp and
Have what? They have
refined.
what? Say again. They have what?
They have shape, shape,
So they have
and
shape.
refine, have shape and refine.
And refine and refine
the
does mean
refine the persons we becomes and
have become.
amongst.
Chúng đã
Yes.
tạo hình và làm cho tươi mới, làm cho giỏi hơn, làm cho refine. Cái từ tiếng Việt này là gì ta? Nó không phải là tinh luyện mà nó là cái gì đó tôi luyện. Dùng cái tôi luyện, tại refine oil là dầu tinh luyện mà. Và trong trường hợp này nó làm tôi luyện, nó làm cho luyện cho mình trở thành cái người mà chúng ta đã trở thành nhé. They refine the person we have become. Yes.
Yes. And there is one experience I will never forget when I had a chance to join a research group during
a research group, right?
A research group during my university years and conducted a study on gay on a sky of civic living in screen boards, which
Living
are
in what? Living in
commonly
what? Say again. Living in?
screen boards.
I don't understand. Can you say that again?
Screams boards.
I have no idea.
Autumn.
Living
Scream.
in a shrimp
Board.
shrimp pond. A shrimp pond.
Pond.
Ao tôm hả?
Shrimp pond. Yes.
Ao tôm. Ao cá gì đó. Yeah, in a shrimp pond.
Yes.
Interesting. Why you mentioned that? I have no idea. Okay, please continue.
Yes. At that time, I had to jump into the ponds many times to collect that plant.
Oh.
Honestly, they had a rather unpleasant smell. And of course,
smell, right? Very unpleasant.
Unpleasant smell.
Mùi ngon lắm đâu. It's not a very pleasant smell, I can say. Yeah.
And the water was
Terrible.
far from clear. Yes, terrible. However, it was a completely new experience for someone like me who was used to living in an urban environment. And I believe that those trips taught me resilience in
Second,
pursuing
those what?
resilience
Okay.
taught me resilience in pursuing my goals,
Yes.
teamwork skills,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, how to handle unexpected situation in
Mm.
my trips. So I believe that this is one of my most interesting experience in my life,
And
and
say,
of course, it's very memorable.
mm, it's very memorable, I say. Okay, your turn, Mr. Trill. Please describe an interesting experience you have had. Kỷ niệm tắm ở trong ao tôm. Well, that's a very interesting experience, I think.
Yeah. Mm, I had a good experience last September when I went to Australia alone for 10 days. Um, I blended everything and started to save money for my journey. At first, I didn't think that I could arrive in that country to see the kangaroo in real life.
And do
However,
you like Australia?
yeah, just by myself in Australia.
I think it was a very interesting experience. You
Yeah,
would love Australia, I think.
yeah. Uh, but finally, I did it. At that time, uh, I
Imagine.
imagined uh, Australia was different from uh, the the image I see on the
On
internet
the internet.
on the internet. Uh, however, um, I uh, I see wonderful scenes and a beautiful view of that country by my real eye. For that journey, I really happy. I was really happy when challenged myself.
When
Um,
I challenge myself.
challenge myself. I went to a strange country um, to talk with the foreigners, to eat their food, and to visit their famous destination.
See.
And of course, it's were truly unforgettable experience in my life.
Mhm. Okay, very good, very good. So let's go to part three now. So, Mr. Please, do you think that people need to have more interesting experiences in their life?
I believe that experience, experience, especially interesting experience, enrich practical knowledge in both personal life and work. And there are many benefits that uh, people receive every time they they experience um,
Every time they experience it, right?
a, a time they experiences
Mm-hmm.
for personal growth and safe uh, realize realize um, experience help people understand themselves better by discovering their strengths, weaknesses, and and uh, passions.
Mm-hmm. And passion.
Yes, the more experience people have, the more um, knowledge and strength they receive, and that's encourage
Encourage,
their encourage uh,
encourage,
encourage
that
people,
encourage people.
and that encourage people resilience and adaptability. every time facing new challenges and overcoming them better step by step.
Mhm. I see.
Experience also um, open people's mindedness.
Sorry.
When
Open people's mind, nó mở
uh,
rộng cái đầu óc người ta.
open
It
people's minds,
open people's minds. Okay, mở mang đầu óc của người ta. It open people's mind and also expands people's mind. Nó sẽ không phải expand mà là gọi là broaden thì đúng hơn, cái từ là broaden là được chính xác nhất rồi á. It's broaden people's mind. Nhớ là broaden là những cái mà không thấy được, còn
uh,
expand thường là cho cái hai trường hợp. I think broaden people's mind is the right word, but open people's mind also is good. What else then?
yes, uh, various experience can make a person more adaptable to
Mm,
different situations and different environments.
I see.
Provide more opportunities to meet people from various backgrounds.
Mhm. From
They
various
can
backgrounds.
yes, they can be in a higher status or lower status with them. Of course, when every time they meet a person, they can learn something thanks to them. Thanks.
Okay, that I do agree, you know. I do agree with that. Okay, good. So true. What can be the benefits of having different experiences?
Yeah. Um, uh, Life is full of miracle, and you don't know what will come to you.
Hmm.
So, experience uh, will help you to learn new things, um, have a new feeling, and have good memories in your life.
Okay.
With those different experience, you will be ground up. Um, you are also confident in yourself in managing things without the support from the others, or you will change your mind. Mm, from learning from the experience, in some ways you will change yourself into a different version.
Mhm. I do agree with that. Now, so true. Do you think everybody should travel abroad? Let's try to expand this one, okay? Bây giờ ráng mở rộng câu này ra. I
Yeah,
already gave you some ideas.
yeah. Mm, Travel abroad is is good for us. However, it's not suitable for everybody. Mm, Firstly, you have to define the purpose when you travel abroad.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
If you go there only for traveling in your vacation, it's a good opportunity for you to visit the place that you want to go or to enjoy the local food.
Mm-hmm.
In However, only go abroad when you have a good plan, um, or you have someone to companion with. Mm,
You have someone to go with, you
yeah,
mean
to go with. Besides, the language,
the language barrier, you mean?
yeah, barriers is a serious thing to consider.
I
Mm,
agree.
it's we cannot man we also need to learn about the culture of the place that you want to go.
Mm.
Um, it's a very important because culture shock or if you do
Cultural
something
shock. Yeah,
yeah,
very good. You
culture
mentioned
shock,
cultural shock. Rất tốt, rất
yeah,
tốt.
or if you are not understand the legal, you may be arrested to prison.
Legal consequences, you mean?
Yeah,
Những cái hậu quả về mặt pháp lý hả?
yeah.
Legal consequences. You mean you have to understand the law of the host country. You have
Yes.
to understand the laws of the host countries. Mình phải hiểu được những cái luật của cái đất nước chủ nhà nha.
Ừ.
Hiểu được những điều luật của đất nước chủ nhà. Of course, they host you. You have to understand there are laws, to not
Yeah.
get in trouble with the law.
Avoid culture shock.
To not get into trouble
Yeah.
with the law. Không bị rắc rối với luật pháp chẳng hạn. Okay, what else then? Can you mention something else?
In some country, they have the differentiate in mm, religious religion.
In religions, yes.
Yeah.
Different kind
So
of religion.
uh, so please remember what to avoid or what you should or shouldn't do when going there.
I agree. I agree with that. Okay, so Mr. What do you think? Do you think everybody should travel abroad? Why not? I already told you some cases that should not, right? Một số trường hợp không nên luôn á.
My opinions, if people have a chance to travel abroad, absolutely they should try at least once because traveling uh, abroad have many benefits.
There are many benefits to
Uh,
traveling
there
abroad.
uh,
There
there are
are
many
many benefits to traveling abroad.
there are many benefits to
Benefit,
travel
not
abroad.
benefits, cẩn thận. There are many benefits to traveling abroad.
There are many benefits to travel abroad.
To traveling abroad.
To to uh, to traveling abroad. Every nations, every cultures use experience. People experience. They learn some things, learns about new knowledge,
Mhm.
the ways people uh, work and the house the world work.
How the
That's
worlds work. How the world work. Thế
how
giới
the
vận hành thế
world
nào? How the
works.
world work.
Works. Yes, if people don't want to be outdated,
Outdated.
they need to yes they need to upgrade and upgrade themselves.
Upgrade
Uh,
themselves.
upgrade themselves.
Upgrade themselves.
Upgrade themselves by learning from others. For for example, if people work and communicate with people who have desire to success,
To
they
succeed
can learn
in
to succeed. To succeed, they can be is they can be inspired and
can be what? They can be what?
they
Can
can
be
be
inspired, right?
inspired. Yes, they
Có
can be
thể được
inspired
truyền cảm hứng.
and
Yes, they can be
and
inspired
and encouraged to become a better versions of themselves,
a better version of themselves.
a better version of themselves.
Okay.
Experiencing different cultures help people become open-minded.
Mhm.
It, it shapes their perspective in another level because if they just be in their safe uh, zone, they chose they cannot learn from others and they can have practical experience. That's really important to improve their personal life, enrich their life and their careers path,
Their career path.
their career path.
Their career path. Very good. Okay, I see. I think it's a good idea, yes, but Don't you think there are some people who should not travel abroad? What do you think, Drew?
Could you repeat again?
Don't you think that there are some people who should not travel abroad? What do you think?
Yes. Um, there are someone who's in the restriction of the law, and the government does not allow them to go out of their area. Mm, For besides, someone don't have enough money. Mm, they don't have enough condition for their mm, journey. Um,
Đấy.
the physical education is
Physical education,
also
PE, physical education.
yeah, physical education is another a factor that mm,
That can
we
affect.
consider about traveling abroad or not.
I see. I see. Right. If they're not healthy enough.
Yeah,
Đủ nếu mà em đang có vấn đề sức khỏe đi abroad không nên nha. If you're unhealthy or if you have a what's it called? A contagious
contagious.
diseases, bệnh truyền nhiễm, những bệnh truyền nhiễm. If you have contagious diseases, you should never travel abroad, I think. Like for example, if you have COVID-19, for example, you should never travel abroad, you know. Okay, or if you have bad attitude, you should never travel abroad either. Nếu bạn mà có những thái độ không tốt, bạn không bao giờ nên đi nước ngoài. Because why? Once once being abroad, khi mà ở nước ngoài đi, once being abroad, you represent your people. Một khi ở nước ngoài mình đại diện cho người của bạn, của mình nha. You represent your people. So whatever you do, it can affect your own people a lot. Mình làm bất kỳ cái gì ở nước ngoài nó có thể ảnh hưởng đến người của chính bản thân mình rất nhiều nha. So that's why I think people who have bad attitude should never travel abroad, you know, or they have very bad habits, something that is just too bad, you know. So what do you think, Mr.? What do you think about this?
I think that if people uh, cannot afford financial uh, fi- fi- finance, um they cannot traveling abroad, of course, because it's not suitable for their situation, and if they overspend, they can be bankrupt without any benefits for themselves or for their family.
I agree. Could be very bad, you know. Có thể là tệ lắm luôn á.
Yes. And health problems is also should be considerate
Could be
consideration
considered.
should be
Could be considered.
considered
No.
could be
Should be
considered
considered.
should be considered.
Yes.
Some some people have physical problems or
You mean they have a
psychology
problem?
problems.
Psychological problem. They have
Psychology
psychological. They have psychological.
psychological problems.
They have psychological problem. Nó gọi là vấn đề tâm lý. They have
Yes,
psychological problem. They should not travel abroad.
they should traveling
Or mental
abroad.
problem, or mental problems. Những vấn đề thần kinh, bị tâm thần á.
Yes, because they can harm
They can
others.
harm others a
Or
lot, you know.
yes,
Hại lắm luôn. They can harm
and
others.
even worse, when they are in the some stranger place, they can be they can meet problems because other people can uh, other I think other people can mm, harm them.
I agree.
Yes.
Mental.
I believe that people should be careful and think thoughtfully before deciding traveling abroad, especially for studying or professional career.
Career.
Besides career, career besides traveling abroad just for fun is good because it's not really related to serious problems that
Mm,
should be considered.
okay. Right. So, okay, let's move on to the next topic now. This is 63. Let's try something else. Hmm. Maybe we can try 96. Okay, describe a popular or well-known person in your country. You can describe someone like Harry Won, Trân Thành, or whoever, whoever as well. Just they are popular or well-known, okay? Or you can describe any Buddhist monk, những
Yeah.
người mà gọi là sư sư chùa. Sorry,
Hết vấn đề.
Buddhist monks. Yes, sư sư thầy, sư chùa. Nico. Wait, Nico nó là hình như là bên đạo Thiên Chúa không ta?
Nun.
Nun.
Nico không,
It's
Nico
none.
là đạo Phật thầy ơi.
Okay, it's a nun, I think. Nun. Đọc là
Nên
nun nha. A nun, Nico, Buddhist monks. Sorry,
à,
I'm a very
hả?
bad with this one. Priest. Priest là tu sĩ.
Mục sư.
Priest là mục sư hoặc là tu sĩ.
Priest.
Yes.
Priest. Còn nếu mà người đó là nữ là priestess. Priestess, nữ tu sĩ.
À
Priest.
nhớ rồi, nên là sơ, ma sơ.
Ma sơ đó, chính xác đó. Người ma sơ đó. Nghe gọi là em hiền như ma sơ đó. You know. Không dám hiền nữa. Alright, anyway, you can describe any popular or well-known person in your country. You should say who this person is, what he or she has done, why he or she is popular, and explain how you feel about this person. You have top three. What kinds of people are popular at work? Những loại người nào, những kiểu người nào thì là được nhiều người biết tới ở nơi làm việc. You know it. You know those people. They're just naturally attractive. You know, they're just naturally alluring. They're just naturally um, they're just naturally alluring or attractive. Những người đó tự nhiên cứ tự nhiên là họ hấp dẫn người khác thôi. They are very popular at work. And there should be other kind of characteristic. Mình phân tích những cái tính chất của họ đi. Okay, are bosses more popular than employees at work? Những người mà làm ông chủ, bà chủ hay là những người mà làm sếp á, có được nhiều người biết tới hơn là những người nhân viên ở nơi làm việc không? Are bosses more popular than employees at work? I think it depends a lot on what they do. Their role in the workplace. Their role. Nó gọi cái vai trò của họ nơi làm việc đó. Their roles in the workplace. And also what they do. What they do, how they treat others, họ đối xử với người khác như thế nào. And then which one is more important? Keeping a good relationship with colleagues or doing well at work. Cái nào quan trọng hơn? Giữ mối quan hệ tốt với những đồng nghiệp hoặc là làm tốt ở nơi làm việc. Làm việc tốt thôi hay là giữ mối quan hệ tốt với đồng nghiệp, cái nào quan trọng hơn? Which one is more important? You have to think about this one. I think it depends a lot on whether you are an introvert or extrovert, I think. A lot of introverts like me, for example, we don't even want to go to work. We just want to work at home, you know. So keeping a good relationship with colleagues is not that much important to us because without them, we can still work well, you know. But if you're an extrovert, I think you really need to keep a good you really need to keep a good relationship with your colleagues because you don't want any trouble with them. You don't want any trouble with them. Of course, you don't. And if there's problem that require teamwork, you need you need to keep a relationship with them to avoid foul play. Foul play để ngăn ngừa để né tránh chuyện chơi xấu nhau, foul play, to avoid foul play. Oh well, what benefits are there when a child is popular at school? Khi một đứa trẻ nó rất được nhiều người biết tới trong trường học thì có lợi ích gì hay không? Well, you know those people. Mỗi khối đều có những bạn mà gọi là idol mà, you know. When you were in schools, in every year group, there are often some idols. In every year group, nhóm mà nó gọi là một khối 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 trong trường khối trong trường, every year group, there are popular people. Có những người như vậy. And everywhere you see popular people too, you know. And what benefits are there for the child, you know, if he or she is popular in school? Okay, think about this one. You have time. All right, Mr. Trill, you first. Please describe a popular or well-known person in your country.
Yeah. Um, in my country, there is a famous singer named Mỹ Tâm, and I think every people, every person in
Every đi với dấu ít
everyone,
từ số ít nha. I
yeah,
think everyone
everyone
knows her.
know her name. I have known her for more than 20 years when I was still very small. Mm, She's were famous with the impressed song like cây đàn sinh viên, cô gái đến từ hôm qua.
Don't have to mention that because the
Yeah.
examiner don't know those names, you know.
Okay.
You don't have to mention the songs in Vietnamese because the examiner would not know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Seriously.
Okay. Very famous song. Her songs are popular not only with the young but also the old. Up to now, I have not received or I have not read any article about her scandal. Mm, she is famous for her beautiful voice, her simple image, and her charity activities. Mm, People in Vietnam can sing many songs that performed by her. In Mỹ Tâm is really a big idol for teenager in I think we love her a lot.
I see. All right. So how you feel about this person? Hello? You also need to think about how you feel about a person, you know.
Yeah.
Em cảm thấy nào về cái người đó?
Nãy có nói là I think I love her her voice, her beautiful voice.
A beautiful, beautiful,
beautiful voice. Mm, and Mitam is uh, a big idol in my heart.
In my heart.
In my heart.
Okay, good, good, good. So let's go to part three now. So what kinds of people are popular at work? What do you think?
I have to answer.
Yes.
Okay. Mm, in
Khoan, hình như là chưa hỏi Trúc thắc
Dạ đúng rồi, chị hỏi trước.
okay, sorry, sorry, Miss Trúc. So, Miss Trúc, can you describe a popular or well-known person in your country? Let's start that.
A famous person in my countries that I want to mention here is the singer. Uh, his name is Trúc Nhân. He's one of the few artists whom I believe is not only highly skilled but also has great vision in renew renew himself. Unlike many of um, his contemporaries who have been
Forgotten.
forgotten. Yes, he has consistently produced excellent new songs that keep up with uh, young generations and updates trends every time he uh, introduce his new music video,
Music
ensuring
video.
music videos,
Okay.
ensuring ensuring he remains relevant in the highly competitive music industry.
Industry. In the highly
Yes,
competitive music industry.
in the highly competitive music industry. I think a singer who has created many great songs without scandals is truly admirable. I respect those who dedicate themselves to their uh, career without exploiting grammar uh, to gain fame, unlike many celebrities today.
Celebrities.
Cele- Celebrities today,
Okay.
and that's why I think he deserves to be a well-known person that are respected. That is respected.
So, Mr. Trio, please. So, what kinds of people are popular at work? Can you share with us?
Yeah. Um, in working environment, we can face various type of people. But I can see that someone who is talkative is very popular at work. They they want to make friends with you just to ask the question, to take information from yourself, to spread that information to the others. Mm, that activity can make the rumor
I
maybe
think those people are not just talkative, but they are very nosy.
yeah.
Nó gọi là cái nose á, là cái mũi thì nosy hay chĩa mũi vào chuyện người khác. Đúng nghĩa luôn á.
Yeah.
So those things are called nosy.
Nosy.
Those people are very nosy, you know. They
Yeah.
they like to talk about the other people's issues.
Yeah. Mm, they just pretend to be nice to you, and I can see in every company this kind of people appears a lot.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of those people around. Nosy people are everywhere, you know. But they are you sure they're popular?
Yes, I
Popular
think.
means a lot of people know them and like
Yeah.
them, you know. But nosy people, I don't think many people like them, you know.
Yeah. Popular, but mm, people don't like this kind of person.
Hmm. Okay, so Mr. What do you think? What kinds of people are popular at work?
In my opinions, people tends to be more popular and well liked at work due to their skills, attitudes, and interactions with others.
Interaction with others.
Many people can believe that people who are work good and hardworking and should be paid attention.
Mm.
But in real life, people are knows much information about others around them.
Okay.
Usually are popular than others because because when they have uh well when they are well informed, they can give informations, especially important informations for
They can give
others.
important, they can give important information away. Họ có thể gọi là cho những thông tin rất là quan trọng, tự nhiên ai cũng biết hết. If important information away, that's not good.
Yes, and people love listening to them because besides for dramas uh, or just to satisfy their curiosity
Curiosity.
curiosity in import a lot of important informations can usually isn't revealed. So isn't revealed publicly. So if someone knows it can be a benefits to
It
a
can be,
competitive
it can be, it
to
can
compete
be of great benefit. Cấu trúc mà to be of
grace.
great benefits. To be of great benefits to the competitors. Can you say that again, please?
It can be of great benefits to the competitors.
Competitors.
To the competitors.
And it's very bad for the company. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Trill, are bosses more popular than employees at work? What do you think?
I think posts are more bosses are more popular. Mm, each company we have the board of directors. Uh, they are the one who lead the company, and they give a task to staff. Um, they meet their employees every day in the meetings or in mm, communicate by emails. Um, after they appears in your reports or in your labor contract. So
Labor contract.
the labor contract. So a company without a boss cannot develop or
Boss without a boss.
without a boss without a
But
boss.
this question asks about how popular they are. Câu đã tập trung vào cái chuyện họ được nhiều người biết tới hay không mà.
Yeah.
Just focus on that, please.
Yeah. So you can see the boss name everywhere in the company. Yeah. So the employees will remember their names, and that is the reason bosses are more popular.
It depends on how they treat the others. If the employees do not respect them, they're not
I
popular.
think some,
Nếu mà
yes, there
người
are
nhân viên không có tôn
some
trọng thì không có popular đâu.
some staff they don't respect their managers because the difference
Viewpoint, right? Different viewpoints.
in point of view or in the behaviors or in the way they give the task to their staff.
Different viewpoint, different behaviors, different belief.
In the ways of
Lòng tin khác
management.
nhau, different
Yeah.
beliefs.
The way of
So what is the
management.
problem with that? What's the problem with that, please?
So if you are not familiar with or you are not get on well with your manager, you cannot work well. And if you can finish your task, the boss will not highly evaluate your performance.
That's a good idea. So what do you think, Mr.? Are bosses more popular than employees at work? It's a difficult question, isn't it? Kind of.
I believe that bosses are generally more popular than employees at work because the boss are the founders and operator of the company. Therefore, employees working there must, of course, know their name and specific position, not only for the sake of convenience in work, but also show the importance role of those forces in their company. Of course, if um, if some special uh,
Special cases, you
individuals,
mean?
special, special, outstanding employees that should be popular at work because their talent, their hardworking,
The hard work.
and
They are
their
hard
and
work.
what their hard work and what they dedicate for the company, they should be respected and well known. But
Okay.
of course, generally, I think bosses are more popular than employees.
Okay, great. So, Mr. Trill, which one is more important? Keeping a good relationship with colleagues, colleagues,
Always.
colleagues,
Colleagues.
or doing well at work? Which one is more important? What do you think?
For me, it is better to do well at work instead of keeping a good relationship with your coworkers. Mm, I know a sentence that a company is not a family, so just go there to work, earn money, and go home. Um, in working, a good relationship with college can help you to work well or can help you to finish your task easier. However, if you don't mm, complete your assignment or complete your task by your assigned by your manager, you will not be evaluated with good result.
You will
For
not be evaluated with good result.
yeah, um,
You will not be evaluated
yeah.
with good result. Bạn sẽ không được đánh giá với những cái kết quả tốt.
So instead of maintain good relationship with the college, you have
Colleagues,
to
with colleagues.
college. You should try your best
Test
to
là
have
sao nhỉ? You try your
your best,
best.
best
Best.
uh,
Try your best.
to have good performance. Then
Okay.
you will receive a salary review every review, or you receive the bonus. Mm. And finally, good relationship with college.
Colleagues.
Sometimes college,
Colleagues. Em đọc sai tùm lum á. Colleagues. Đọc là colleagues. Đúng
college.
rồi, coworkers. Or you can
Yeah,
use the word coworkers.
college.
Colleagues.
College,
Colleagues.
college,
Colleagues.
college. Sometimes bring trouble to you.
That's all.
College, college. Sometimes bring trouble to you.
Cái loại rắc rối gì chứ? Like what kind of trouble? You make it clearer? Like foul play, chơi xấu, something like that. Okay, Miss Ru, can you continue? Which one is more important? Keeping a good relationship with colleagues or doing well at work? What do you think?
In my opinions,
Mm-hmm.
both of them are important,
Mm.
but their priority depends on the workplace,
Uh-huh.
workplace environment, and individual career goals,
Career purposes. Những
career
cái mục đích nghề
career
nghiệp.
goals.
Wait. Career goals or purposes. Những mục đích công việc. Career goals, mục tiêu công việc. Okay, what else?
Performance is performance at work is quite um, essential for being promoted because if people work well with their colleagues or have a good relationship with their hires, managers, or even bosses, they can be very uh, they can be evaluated with good
Evaluated
results.
with good result.
Evaluated with good result. Besides, besides rules, uh, their rules, their real good
Their real
performance
gì?
at their professional.
Wait, các bạn
Besides
sai từ
their
hết rồi. Beside gì? Ừ.
besides their professional performance.
Ừ. Cái sự mà thành tích về công việc, thành tích nghề nghiệp, thành tích công việc. Yes. Beside from that, what? Yes. Please continue.
Yes, and a positive work environment also makes daily tasks easier and less stressful for everyone who work at that environment. I believe good relationships also help with teamwork, collaborations, and getting support every
At
time
what? What say you? What do you say?
and getting support
Getting
every time
support. Getting support.
every time people fall into hard situations and
Mhm.
hard problems. And the best choice for this questions is to balance both of them.
Balance là sao nhỉ?
To balance both
Balance
of
and to
them.
balance what?
To balance uh, both of them. Be
Mhm.
professional, focus on performance, but also maintain respect and friendliness
Respect
with
and
respect and friendliness with colleagues
you mean fairness, you mean sự công bằng ha?
and friendliness
Fairness, sự công
friendliness
à
friendliness
friendliness.
friendliness.
Friendliness, sự thân thiện.
Yes,
With their
with their
colleagues.
colleges.
Colleagues nha, tổng hợp từ
With
đầu là
their colleges.
colleagues. Colleagues.
With
Colleagues.
Courage.
with
Courage.
their college.
Courage.
All right, so Trill, what benefits are there when a child is popular at school?
Mm.
School.
Um, if a child is famous at school, um, his or she will have a motivation to study well. Mm, At that time, everyone will look at them as an idol. Therefore, if they doesn't study good enough, mm, their friends will look down on her, on him or her. Mm, for a famous student, the teacher will give the priority for them in doing the test or in the examination. Uh, uh, when a student is famous, uh, many other students want to make friends with them, and they will have the good relationship with their classmates.
With a classmate, yes.
Yeah. Um, Being the parents of a famous child, uh, they will proud of their son
They
or
will
their
be
daughter.
proud of their. They will
No.
be proud of their.
So I mean that for the parent for the parents, they will be proud of their son or their daughter
Mhm.
when he or she is famous at school.
Okay, so what do you think, Mr. If there's a child who is popular at school, what benefits are there? Trở thành người được nhiều người biết tới trong trường có tốt không? Are there any benefits, something like that?
There are some benefits should be mentioned
That
here.
should be
When
mentioned here.
that should be mentioned here when a child is popular at school. First, I think that they um they can have a chance for communicating with other popular children in their school. Of course, when a child is popular, they have to be outstanding
Mhm.
at some field for their size, their nature attracting, or something like that. I think they have to have talents. They
Talent
have
nữa
to
rồi.
talent.
Là gì?
They have to have talents and good at some field that others cannot.
Okay.
So if a child can be communicates with other children like that and be in a group of people who are popular at school, they can learn from them a lot.
Mhm. We can learn a lot from them. Yes. They can learn a lot from them.
Hence, it's good for repairing them for futures um, study and their chef and help shaping their perspective.
Help shaping their perspective, you mean? Nó tạo hình ra những
Shaping,
cái gọi là điểm nhìn, cách nhìn nhận cuộc sống. It could help shaping. It helps shaping their perspectives. or viewpoint. Nó gọi là điểm nhìn đó. Viewpoints. What else there? Còn gì khác không ta?
Means having many friends because they are popular. Have reduced loneliness. That usually happens in children who are not popular and seem to be isolated in at school. Having many friends make them becomes more happier and have good relationship with others. Also improve and cultivate uh, their excitement when
Cultivate a what? They are what?
cultivate their excitement
Excitement? Sự hào hứng hả?
to go to school.
À, cultivate the excitement and curiosity. So curiosity, sự tò mò.
Curiosity.
You know, curiosity is very important for knowledge. Cái sự tò mò cực kỳ quan trọng cho kiến thức luôn á, cho tri thức luôn á. Curiosity is super important for knowledge because they say curiosity is the mother of knowledge. Sự tò mò là người mẹ của tri thức. You know, it's like that. Okay, Mr. Trill, would you like to add something more about this question? Em có muốn thêm gì vào cái câu này đâu?
Mm,
Okay.
I think that if children is popular at school, parents should control them carefully and pay attention to them a lot because at that age they are still very young to understand what happened to them, and they they may forget their main duty is to study good, is to study well.
Yes. What do you mean? What do you mean,
Nghĩa là
Trill?
tuổi này thì các bạn đó nổi tiếng sớm thì bố mẹ cần phải để ý tới con nhiều hơn, tránh cho việc các bạn đó quên đi nhiệm vụ chính của mình là học học tập.
So they can forget their main mission, their main goal.
Nào,
They can forget their main goal of studying. So when a child is popular at school, they can be very distracted.
yes,
They can be very distracted from their study. So what else do you want to say?
that's all.
I think self confidence is also an important thing that a person benefits that a child can make can have when she's or he is popular.
I think that's it for today then. Well, that's 96. It is. So next time we have our writing to do, okay? Writing and also sometimes left, we can work on speaking more. Okay, I'll see you then, class.
Thank you, good night.
Good night. See you then.